Today I'm going to be making a beat in Ableton Live. It's actually weird for me to say that since I'm so used to the MPC, but I did tell myself I want to try different things out, get out of my normal or comfort zone. So Ableton Live, this will be my first time making a beat in Ableton Live. At the end of this video, the most important thing that I want to do is have fun while I'm putting this beat together, because that's very important for me. It's not about making the best beat all the time. I still want to have fun. Not only am I going to be using Ableton Live, but right here I have a few controllers from Donner that they did send out. I have this Donner Synth bass, which I did a review on this a few months ago. It's an awesome bass. I'm going to be using this for a bass line. Right next to that, I have this Starrypad, and right here I will be triggering my samples because, let's face it, I'm not going to be triggering my samples using a small little keyboard. I don't want to do that. I want to use pads, so we're going to be using the small pad. And right next to that, I have this small keyboard right here. Very simple to plug in. I just plugged it in via USB and it starts working. I'm not no pianist, so I'm not going to be playing like a professional pianist, so there's no use for me to invest in a huge weighted key piano. Like, it's just not going to work for me. And let's get started and see what we come up with. Okay, so I did mention I went on YouTube and tried to figure out the basics with Ableton. I have my drum rack right here, which I guess the drum rack is gonna be where I'm gonna put my drums. Real quick, anybody that uses Ableton is very professional in Ableton. Please leave comments down in this video to help me out, get a better workflow. But let's move forward and let's see what we come up with. So in this drum rack, I have my sample packs right here on the side that I had saved. Sample pack volume 2, sample pack volume 3, so I can go ahead and dig up some one-shots right here. This is actually really convenient and really fast. Ooh, this is a nice snare. This is from volume 3. Again, if you guys like the sound of these drums, make sure you guys go to the link of the description of this video, pick up sample pack volume 1 and 2 and 3 if you guys enjoy these sounds. So I'll drop that in right there. So I got all my snares. Now let's go ahead and dig up some kicks. That sounds really nice. Ooh, I like how that sounds. And these pads right here are velocity sensitive. So now go into some hi-hats and drop in some hi-hats. All right, so right here we got some drums. Hit the metronome and let's get this going. Awesome, so I got that right there. Now that I have my drums, I'm actually gonna jump into my sampler. I have this sampler, which I guess is kind of like an MPC, the way I'm gonna use it right now. So if I go to splice right here, I can just drag over a sample, drop it in right there once I have that. Now, I don't knock anybody's workflow. Some people enjoy working with a computer. I see the benefit with a computer. Like, look how, you can go in here and drop in slices and chop up manually. This is awesome. All right, that sounds good already. I'm gonna go ahead and record that. All right, so once that's rolling, I'm actually gonna jump into this bass. All right, now this synth bass is actually really, really nice. I love the sound of it. There's something really cool about the synth bass that I am not no synth guru, and I don't know a lot about synthesizers or how to patch them up. I actually have another synthesizer that I purchased thinking that I was gonna get the hang of it, but I'm so lost with it. I don't know, I'm just so new to how to come up with a good sound. And I feel like this synth bass is so easy, it's so simple just to plug it in and start getting some great sounds out of it. Let's go ahead and lay something down right there, something simple. Now this thing has, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's like a delay, which is really cool. I can go ahead and turn that off. Some very simple parameters that anybody could figure out how to get a decent sound using these parameters. There's not a lot going on, which is awesome. And even though it's simple parameters, I don't need to have a lot of options to get a good sounding synthesizer bass right here. Now
Now this is not mixed, I'm not doing no mix right now, but I'm gonna go to my master, and on my master bus, I have this RC20. I'm gonna go ahead and engage this RC20 just to kind of give the overall mix right now, just kind of glue things together. Ooh, yes. Yeah, that RC20 sounds nice, a little too much or noisy. Lower down the noise. This magnetic is kind of like a compressor. It glues everything together pretty nice. Now, right now, I'm not gonna spend too much time on the mix or master. I just kind of want an overall vision of what it's gonna be like once I tighten things up. The bass is still a little loose, a little offbeat, but I can go in there and start nudging things over. Now I have this keyboard right here. If I come down here and engage this piano, if I come to this piano, I have addictive keys. I think this is what we have going on right here, but I mean, what did I tell you? I'm not no pianist, so this is the way I'm gonna be rocking with the keyboard. That's why I feel like this is good for me, because like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm not going to be playing like that with a foot pedal and impressing people. So this is actually really useful for what I'm gonna be doing. Now, if there's a way, actually I can come in here, select this whole performance, F2. I can drop this down to F1. Maybe I'm just kind of bringing it down a few octaves. Hey. Drop this very low. Maybe we could add another MIDI track, and on this other MIDI track, let's try another instrument right here. Actually sounded pretty cool. This is the thing, I want to make sure I say this right now. My goal or my objective whenever I make one of these videos, or even when I'm not filming, when I'm just recording music on my own, I don't really try to put too much pressure on, I need to make the best beat, I need to be the best producer, I need to make the best this and the best, and I try to let go of that and not take life so serious, or my craft so serious. I try to have fun and just laugh through the process. There's some beats that I make that I'm just very impressed, and I impress myself, and I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. And there's some beats that I make that is probably not the best beat ever, but the point of what I do is having fun through this process, and this is what it's about for me. But the thing for me is I just don't find myself having fun when I'm dragging notes over, or I'm just using a small little keyboard. I much rather build using a DAW, using some type of piece of hardware, kind of like what I had right here. This setup right here is actually really fun, simple and easy to set up, especially if you guys want to start working a hybrid workflow with the computer and also some pads, so you guys don't have to be clicking and dragging. This is actually a really cool setup. And if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys enjoyed these pieces, make sure you go down in the description of this video. You will find a link to where you guys can purchase some of these pieces right here that I used. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and sticking around until the end of this video. You have a blessed day. I'll catch y'all on our next one.